Digital is all about reinventing and reimagining what you do, what you think, and what you are today. What digital isn't, and maybe some people think it is actually doing what we do today in an improved manner. That's really automation, that's optimization. That's not digital, it's not changing the world. You know, in the life sciences and healthcare industry, kind of reimagine the end result, and the end result could be zero wastage. The end result will be 100% customer satisfaction. The end result would be your customers getting what they need, when they need it, where they need it. Always, 100% of the time, so perfection. Healthcare and life sciences is our biggest sector, our biggest industry vertical that we focus on, and many of our customers are here in this room today. So why would we change? Why would we reimagine? So if you look at the top 10 pharmaceutical companies worldwide, from temperature excursions alone, they're losing $16 billion a year. If you then add shock, humidity, wastage, loss, you're looking at 35 billion US dollars a year alone in losses. These are huge, huge numbers. And these can be prevented. If they can't be prevented, they can certainly be dramatically reduced. And that's really what digital is here to try and help with, to try and stop this loss of revenue to your organizations. The good news is that whilst robotics is coming, robotics won't take everyone's job. What will happen, though, is that the people that can work with automation, with analytics, and with robotics, they will take our jobs. So I know it's a separate subject. We're not here to talk about work and HR, but just bear that in mind. It's coming. And we all need to transform. We all need to change to take advantage of those environments. Analytics, as you've heard from Annette and throughout this conference, is probably the most important driver of change that we have in the world today. So understanding your customer, understanding your processes, understanding your business, getting that predictive data so that you can take action both real time, but actually more importantly, that you can actually predict what is going to happen, when and where and why. But what digital enables you to do is not just understand it, but take advantage of it and 100% integrate. So supply and demand is met 100% full on. That you understand what's happening in your manufacturing environment so that you can contact your logistics provider and make sure you have real-time supply. So the logistics provider can optimize their fleet, can optimize their organization so that they can lower your costs, provide you a far better service, again, getting what you need, where you need it, when you need it. Manufacturing is really all around optimization and really understanding what is going on in that process. So it's having sensored equipment, it's having the ability to understand exactly what's happening at this moment in time, and it's understanding what is needed and when it's needed. Whilst retail has the greatest potential of growth from digital change in terms of revenue, life sciences and healthcare has the greatest level of savings and cost reduction possible in the industry. And that's the 1.9 trillion that you saw up there for healthcare and life sciences. Because at what point do you have to make the change irrelevant of the cost? If you don't do something, someone else will. And if you're not there leading the line, then someone else will be. Part of this is all around digitization of your product. That goes down to every single jar, every single box, every single carton, every single truck. Are they costly? Yeah, I've got to admit, I don't think the digital age is quite yet at the most cost-effective level it needs to be. But it is at a level where it cannot be ignored. If I asked you to do one thing, really, from this presentation, is to take three things away. So one is to have some urgency about changing your supply chain right now. If you're not doing that, I guarantee you someone else is. And the second piece is, it's here. So if anybody thinks that this is unachievable, or it's too difficult, or it's too expensive, that's not true. This change that's happening in all of our lives across everything we do, including in supply chain, it's not just supply chain, is achievable right now. And lastly, imagine your environment where there's zero wastage, where you have 100% customer satisfaction, and where 100% of the time you are delivering what you need to deliver, where you need to deliver it, and to whom you need to deliver it to. It's pretty tough. I'm not saying that's that achievable, but approaching that perfection, that's what digital is all about. It's reimagining what we do. It's reimagining how we think. With that, Scott, thank you very much.